Okay, y'all. I'm back with my recap slash review of episode 3 of It. Welcome to Derry. As you can see, look, hey, there go my new little thumbnail for my YouTube page. Going over to YouTube at the E.A.R Chronicles and subscribe if you have not. uh, but yes, the Derry Chat is what I'm calling this series of recaps and reviews for this show. Let's just get into it. So they start off with this boy at the carnival, and I think the boy was getting ready to get ate up because he then got tricked into going to that house of horror. But then he met this old little twisted toothed man. I was something wrong with him. That is not a part of the show. That is not a part of the haunted house. And so when he run out of there because he got super scared, his daddy took him, got him a little slingshot, took him on the road. He met this little girl who he traded his slingshot for a little glass of water because their car had stopped. Him and his daddy car had stopped. But as time go on, they become friends. They plan. They frolicking through through the hills and the valleys. Then he go in the forest. She like don't come back, come back, come back. You know something, don't you? Mm-hmm. She knew something. Rose, that's her name, Rose. Francis take his little. I think they about 8 years old, 9, 10, 11. Francis run into the woods and get lost. And here go that old man that he saw back in that carnival came up there, and it was moving fast too. And it started chasing him. Then it turned into this big old elongated creature and just all that stuff. And it's chasing. I'm like, oh Lord, run, run, boy, run, run. I'm thinking that thing getting ready to tear him up, and he trips, of course. But soon as before it bite him, boo, that slingshot, like David and Goliath, Rose slung that slingshot and knocked it in the head, and they both took off running. And it started chasing him, but they made it out safely. And she's like, you're good. It won't leave the forest. Once again, what do you know, Miss Rose? And he asked, he like, tell me about it. Quit playing with me. But then, of course, they don't show us, right? Because then they move to modern day times. And we see Rose on that little shop at Derry with all the little artifact antiques and things. But they're also fighting against the military because they're trying to dig up burial grounds around there. That's like sacred burial grounds. And so they trying to come up with a game plan on how they can stop that, prevent, do whatever they can, or reach an agreement. Whereas we know the military, so they trying to find this thing that causes fear so they can use it as a weapon, right? So Francis is the general of today's time, who was the boy from back then. And so he sends Major, I don't be really knowing the Army folks' names. Gallagher, is that one of their names? Halligan? Whatever, the names, I don't care. So he's seeing the main black man, the other black man who got special privileges, and the other black pilot's best friend. And so they go into the air. And so he's the human compass. That's what he called him. That's what they called him. And so he gave him this box. And they don't know, mind you, Major and his best friend don't know what Halligan, the special privileges officer, what he can do. I didn't know either. Until he pulled out that slingshot, because that's the only thing that's ever heard it. And so he's psychic, apparently, because he started using it to get in tune and start directing them in the air, which direct, go left, go right, all this stuff. Then he get lost in the sauce. That's why y'all can't be messing with this psychic stuff, because you get in there, then you done got trapped up in there. Because then he gets in there, he starts going mute. They trying to talk to him, he ain't listening. And so he starts going into his mind. It's mind. He found it, but it found him. That's what he said. It found him. It saw him. It wasn't supposed to see him, and it started showing him all his deepest fears and was getting ready to have him jump out the plane. Until Major had to come and swoop him back and bring him back. Right? So now this is the first time I didn't see it come for the grown folks. But that's only because the grown folk been looking for him. So that was a whole ordeal. Then we go back to the kids, right? So Lily is leaving Juniper Hill, the little place for who they think is crazy. And the lady she got close with out there was telling her, girl, well, if you think you saw something out there, I believe you, baby. I believe you. And go make things right. With Ronnie. Make it right. You know what to do. So I appreciate that lady for talking some sense into Lily. Because you need to go make that right. But all it takes to see there's a message in there. When somebody believe you, that's all somebody's asking for. When they tell you something happened to them, believe them. You can find out all the other extra stuff later, but believe them in the moment because it matters. And so Ronnie, she gotta go make things right with Ronnie. They involve Major's son and his little friend from the schoolhouse. And she tell him what's going on. But they're like, we gotta get evidence. What we gonna do? So they find a little camera, but they don't want to develop it because they think somebody gonna take it if they turn it in. So they want to do it themselves. That's what happens when y'all don't listen to these kids because they start doing stuff on their own. Then they start messing with things they ain't got no business messing with. So little boy's friend started telling him, oh, my Tio, he was a Santeria priest or whatever. So he taught me how to do this. They done went out and did a seance in the graveyard. Hey, oh, Lord. I said I knew it wasn't going to go right. So they go to do this little seance and start trying to talk to the kids that was missing and gone. Nothing happens at first, but when they get up to go, because they realized little boy was lying because he started talking about his cousin told him not to Tio. It was a mess. But anyway, when they start getting mad because they was like, oh, we don't really believe you, the girls start leaving. When they realize they can't leave because the gate is starting to get longer. And so the spirit started coming after them. The dead friends started coming for all of them. Now the boys believe, I'm sorry, but I didn't believe him. I'm sorry. Yeah. And so now they trying to cake the picture. Everybody snapping pictures of the ghost and then dropping the camera. Lily had the camera, then it got caught on the branch. Ronnie grabbed it off the branch. Then it dropped. She dropped it on the ground. Then little boy pick it up. He started taking the picture and then he dropped it down the hill. And then the major son, he then fell off his bike. The ground started opening up. He then flipped and twirled down the road, down the hill or whatever. Instead of going immediately to get the camera, he starts seeing something move inside the little cave or whatever. And so he go inside the cave. I'm like, boy, you know better. You know your people taught you better than that. You know they taught you better. And so he go in there, he take the camera, and he snaps some pictures. And he made it out, y'all. I didn't think he was gonna make it. I was scared for him. My heart was dropping until he came out. So they made it out. They made it to the school. They snuck it to the school, broke it to the school, and developed the pictures. And they got the pictures they need. And they was like, what is that? What is the last picture? He was like, I don't know. It's like a little clown. And it was it. He got a picture of it. So we're going to see what they're going to do with it. But I would also like to mention that now we know that Halligan, the special privilege that we know he's a psychic. He also a little mind reader, I guess, because he was also invited into the major's home to have dinner with him and his wife. And he was like, oh, how's your son? And after dinner, he was like, he at his little friend house or whatever. First of all, see, y'all need to make sure, call these parents because the kids be talking about they friend house and they don't be at their friend house. But anyway, after dinner, before dessert, he was on the porch. He's like, so, I never told you I had a son. And, only I felt something. Before you asked me, I felt something in the back of my head, a little tingling. I didn't like it. And I only felt that one at a time. Is when I was, getting beat down in episode 1. So he was like, you was in that room. And so let me tell you something. Stay out my head. Yeah. So, y'all, this is boiling down. It's getting good. If you're not watching it, welcome to Derry. Get on up there and get to watching. It is so good. I am verily look, they got some jump scares for you. And the story is unfolded very nicely. And I just can't wait to see where we go with this next.